Hello, you guys. My name is Vadim Nersesyan. Welcome to Math 92. I'm going to be your facilitator, your instructor, your professor for this quarter. And in this video, I just want to go through the orientation module. So all the welcome and orientation videos are in this module item. Remember that you can always come back to all of these modules by just clicking home here in the upper left-hand column. The very first one here, let's go to purchase textbooks and supplies. The textbooks I've taken pictures here. All Access Pass, that's what gets you access to the homework and the tests. Here is the workbook that you are required. Both of these are required. And the optional is actually the textbook. So you'll need to get these two here at the top, and then optional textbook. There's actually an ebook, electronic book, textbook that you guys would be able to access. So you don't need to necessarily get this one if you don't want it. You can click next here to go to the next one. You do need to register, and you will see something like this when you are a student. Your username and password. If you have already had an XYZ account, then you can use that username and password. If not, then you'll have to create one, and then you would be able to actually be given the option of buying the access, not from the Clark College website, but from their website, or we can go to the bookstore. I think it's still a difference of $5. I might be mistaken, so you guys can check. You know that you've registered when you have an embedded home screen of our XYZ um, class here, and you'll see your correct item number. And then this might not be the item number for your class, but you'll see the correct item number, and then all of these numeracy sets and all of the homework sets. Now, it's very important that you do not do the homework through XYZ. You do it through Canvas. And I'll show you how to do that in a different video. But that's how you register. You're going to fill in your username and password. If you don't have one, you're just going to register with a new one. Go to the next item. You're going to have an introductions discussion. So first and last name, you're going to make a post, embed a picture of either yourself or something you're into by using tools. Menu above the text box, the mountains icon. Find your favorite math equation or one that interests you, and use the Whereas tool, the square root without the x under it, to enter in your equation. You can use either one, it doesn't matter. Answer, where is your favorite place on this planet? And if you already take an online class, give one piece of advice to your fellow classmates on being successful. If this is your first time and you're taking an online class, state what you fear will be the most challenging for you. And then make sure that you also respond to a classmate within the same discussion. So respond, write your name at the beginning, write their name at the beginning, respond to them, post or encourage them, and then sign your name at the end. Okay, so that's important. This will be a discussion format, and then the syllabus. It's very important that you read through the syllabus and that you understand all the policies, especially the ones that I get most questions are about the late work policies. So it has what your grade depends on here, and then late work. So homework can be submitted late by using a late pass. Each student has 20 late passes, and each pass gives you a 2-week extension on the due date. So with a 20% penalty for being late, you can only use one pass per assignment. It must be redeemed within 1 week of the original due date, and no work is accepted by the last day of the term. So that means that you cannot get points for homework 2 on week 8. Within 2 weeks, it has to be completed. Extra quizzes can be submitted late. Activities and collaborations, late posts of the activities problem will not be accepted due to the fact that others are depending upon you to complete these posts. I know that things happen, but just make sure that you guys are on it, posting in the activities. And then question and answer discussions, 2 posts will be required by Sunday night for full credit. However, I encourage you to continue to make contributions throughout Monday as you complete the homework. These will be worth 8 80% after the due date. And then study skills, connections, and it's a real world post. You guys can make also late posts so that exams must be due on the due date. Same thing with the final exam. So that's important. You guys can read through the rest of this. There's also an assignment checklist that I've created. This one is here. So when you guys go through, you guys can actually print this off, and all of the due dates, like the orientation is due by Wednesday. All of the things that are in the orientation module, you should complete by Wednesday. And then as you go through this, you can look at your checklist and check off. I've done homework 1.1 and homework 1.2, and you're welcome to work ahead this way as well. So all of the due dates are written here. There's a legend for knowing which assignment means what two letters here. So study skills or homework or numeracy skills, all of that is there. You guys can print this out, need to print this out, and then go through the entire quarter, basically checking off every single one of these assignments. There is a helpful tool on how to enter in certain things in the XYZ homework. That yellow arrow is very awesome. It gets you this palette, but this is a PDF that will help you in entering in the expressions correctly. How to view feedback in XYZ homework. Usually on the tests and reviews, there'll be things that you will have to submit pictures of your work, handwritten work, and then this video explains on how you would be able to view that feedback that I will leave for you in XYZ. So here's the next module item within the orientation module is the ebook for Math 092. And actually, there's a nice thing that I'd like to show you. When you click on this link, here's the ebook. What's nice is that when you go into the chapters, you can actually get pages of your activity workbook. So when you go through whatever section, like 1.1 for instance, you go to worksheet view in the upper right hand corner, and then here there'll be worksheets link. So when you click on that worksheets link at the bottom of the page, PDF will open, and here it is. Here's the first page in your workbook activity packet. So I'll talk about that assignment in a different video. But so you have access to your ebook through this link. And then here is a breakdown of how I would go about every single week completing the assignments. I'll let you guys read that for yourself. But it's very important that you guys do not fall behind and that you have a study schedule that is realistic. Because I know you guys have families and kids and you guys have dependents and you have jobs and you have a life, for goodness sake. But it's very important that you have a realistic study schedule for this class and for any class. You should make a realistic study schedule. And then the last thing in this orientation module is for you guys to read through the objectives for this class and how they're mapped, which sections pertain to which objective. Okay, so you guys can read through that list. I'm not expecting that you guys would know all of these things right off the bat, but that's there as a reference as well. Okay, I'm going to go back home and show you what we just finished going through. We just went through textbook supplies, purchase textbooks, register XYZ, complete introductions, print course syllabus, print assignment checklist, how to enter XYZ homework. All of these items we just went through. So I hope that was helpful, at least going through that really quick. It's very important that you go through the orientation module by the end of Wednesday of this quarter. Okay, let's go on to the next video.